The final nail in the coffin of Bill O'Reilly's career. So what happened?
I was working at Fox temporarily, and I was working with a colleague of Mr. O'Reilly's. And when I worked there, you know, everything was fine. Within like the first week and a half of me working there, he always walked past my desk, and he made like a grunting noise, which, you know,
Oh, like that?
Yes.
Oh.
And when he made the noise, I thought maybe he had a muscle spasm.
Acid reflux.
But as time went on, I noticed every time he walked past my desk, if no one was around, he would make that noise.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. He wasn't speaking to me. It wasn't like he was saying hi. Everyone else said hi to me where I sat. So, you know, I just took it as, you know, it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing. So I got to a point where I just did not look at him. You know, I walked in front of him, and as I was getting off the elevator, he said, "Looking good there, girl." And the hairs rose on the back of my neck because I knew the grunting and groaning was going on. We were in the elevator. He didn't speak. Then he waits until I get off the elevator, and as I'm walking in front of him, makes these remarks. So after that, I was on the defense, making me uncomfortable. He had no reason to be near my desk at all. And I just stopped looking at him, paying him any attention, because it made me feel uncomfortable. It was like street harassment in the office.
When did hot chocolate come about?
Let's hear that.
One day he walks past my desk. I remember it was like after lunch, whatever. I went downstairs in the plaza, and you know, I'm just sitting there minding my business, and he walks past and says, "Hey, hot chocolate." But he didn't look at me when he said it, and I was like, I didn't respond. I was mortified because not only was it sexual, I took that as a very plantational remark.
Perquita, when this happened, did you report any of it to anyone within Fox or at the temp agency? Or?
No, I told friends and family members. Okay. I didn't tell Fox because I wasn't I wasn't an employee of Fox. And I didn't tell my agency because I didn't want to ruin my agency's relationship with Fox News, because they had a lot of people there. That's how they work.
And you were vocal about it, though, on social media. In 2010, you tweeted, "I contracted at Fox News for 6 months a few years ago. Bill O'Reilly is a piece of..." And then in 2014, you say, "Bill O'Reilly likes black women. I'll leave it at that." So you certainly have this sort of electronic trail. Lisa, what does that mean for her claims?
Yeah. Well, it was so important to us that Perquita come out and speak out. And when she contacted me about a week and a half ago, I asked her, "Do you have any electronic evidence? What do you have, texts, anything from the time?" She had this wonderful Twitter history where, as you say, since 2010, she's been speaking out about Bill O'Reilly. And in 2010, nobody was talking about him and sexual harassment. And she did what a lot of women do. She spoke out a little bit. She didn't go all the way and say he sexually harassed me, but saying, you know, Bill O'Reilly likes black women, I'll leave it at that. I think we all understand what that means.
What about legal action?
Perquita, like the other two accusers who I represent, has not asked for a dime, and that was an important part of our legal strategy to bring him down. I wanted all of my accusers to be credible, and not asking for any money, I think, really boosted up the credibility of all of them.
But they were sexually harassed. Don't they deserve some sort of compensation for that?
Well, they absolutely do, Sonny, and I agree with you. The other problem is, since 2008 is when her claims arose, which is beyond the statute of limitations in New York. So she couldn't sue him now anyway, even if she wanted to.
Yeah. So it's been reported that over the years, O'Reilly settled a number of harassment cases totaling $13 million. Now, during a recent interview, Donald Trump said that he thought that O'Reilly was a good person and he shouldn't have settled. I'll ask both of you, how do you feel about those comments?
Mortified that someone that can control how people behave in the workplace and violent, because it's really workplace violence.
Yeah.
And for the leader of our country to defend indefensible behavior by someone who should be Bill O'Reilly should be a leader of people at Fox. He should not use his power to intimidate women.
Yeah. And what Trump said was, I don't think he did anything wrong.
Yeah,
he
right.
didn't say, I don't think he did it. He doesn't think sexual harassment is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's made that very clear.
So now that they've cleared the swamp at Fox, in a way, Fox is even in a better position than the United States government.
Well,
they
that's
have
right.
a bigger
That's
moral
what I'm saying,
standing
that's
than the government of the United
Yes.
States.
Listen, I want to be clear. This was a targeted effort by a small group of women, including my other accusers, Perquita and me, to bring down Bill O'Reilly. We did that. This is what women can do. If we stick together, if we have a plan, we can bring things down.
Perquita, there are people who are skeptical and think you are piling on. Why did you decide to come out now after nearly 10 years?
I was tired of reliving the trauma every time I saw a woman speak out. And I wanted to save him from doing it to anyone else. I was mortified. I did not want to, I was very afraid because I don't want the skeptics, When you tell your truth, it's your truth. And when people question it, it pisses you off.
Can I ask you a question, too? Because Tucker Carlson had said at one point that when you say to a woman these days, I'm going to paraphrase, you look good today, and then bam, they're hit with a suit. Can you tell the difference? Because a lot of people that don't see what this is and why it's wrong, the difference between you look really pretty today and feeling that you work in an aggressive, harassing environment.
Someone grunting at me and groaning and leering and not speaking to me. It's inexcusable, but if someone pays you a compliment, but they still treat you as a colleague or, someone with respect. But, Fox News, there weren't many minorities there when I was there. So, I felt, that I had to be, a little more exemplary, which I am because that's how my parents raised me.
And the other thing is he's in a more powerful position than you were in. So he has to, those people have to really watch their P's and Q's.
But also, when you're walking in front of someone and someone makes a comment like that, and you can't see where they're looking, but you know where they're looking because women know. We can feel where your eyes are.
We do know.
Exactly.
So, don't make those comments.
Yes.
Don't make those comments. So when you heard that, in fact, Fox was releasing him, elated, happy, sad that it took this long to happen?
I felt triumphant. I felt triumphant.